So going back to stricter background checks, they have been stating that we need stricter background checks to go more in depth on mental health and see if they committed any crimes, but why don't we fix the current system that we have? Because one of my evidence shows that Devin Kelly killed 26 people at a church in Sutherland Springs, Texas in November. The killer, while in the Air Force, had been convicted of domestic violence in 2012, involuntarily committed to a mental health care center and given a bad conduct discharge. However, the Air Force failed to follow policies to ensure that his conviction was reported to federal law enforcement, which then allowed the killer to pass the check. Maybe if we did have stricter background check policies, we could have stopped this incident. But why is there an issue in the first place? Making it stricter will not work because the current system doesn't even work. Gabe stated that they want stricter background checks to avoid the mentally ill from getting guns. But when does mentally ill mean that you're gonna commit a gun crime? Since when does mentally ill equal gun violence? You're discriminating against individuals living with mental illness and accusing them that they're not eligible to protect themselves. According to my evidence, databases that track gun homicides, such as the National Center for Health Statistics, similarly show that fewer than 5% of the 120,000 gun-related killings in the United States between 2001 and 2010 were perpetrated by people diagnosed, were not perpetrated with people diagnosed with mental illness. And then another statistic shows less than 3 to 5% of the U.S. crimes involve people with mental illness. That's only 3 to 5%. And the first statistic was actually fewer than 5% were perpetrated by people diagnosed with mental illness. That's a very small percentage. So even if we did look into that more, it wouldn't really affect the gun violence that's occurring now. And another point I'm going to make is psychiatric diagnosis does not diagnose gun crime. Even if someone is dealing with a depressive episode, that doesn't mean that they're going to go shoot up a school like other people have. Just because one person is fine one moment, and then the next they go through a breakup and they're depressed, that doesn't mean they're going to commit any crimes. That's all.